It's almost like it's an invasion into this country where people have like come here, they're invading, they're changing the demographics of the country. It's allowing things to happen that shouldn't be happening, where people are not supportive of the country, and they're here to like destroy, our great country that we have.
And explain the hat to me.
Yeah, see,
Explain the hat.
nothing.
Well, I kind of figured, either
That's a man that would never, ever take responsibility for anything that his country is actually facing. All his language is used to just dismiss and push and obfuscate what's going on. I think a really base liberal principle that we need to talk about more is this idea of accountability. I think one of the real cool things is you have decisions that you can make, but you need to hold yourself accountable for the decisions that you make. My kid learned this lesson last night. I want him to basically hold himself to account for bedtime stuff. So I had told him, hey, 6:30, you gotta start getting your bedtime stuff ready. You need to hold yourself account to that. And I asked him many moons ago, it's a couple weeks ago now, he's done really well. I was like, what should your consequence be if you miss bedtime stuff? Like if you're late on bedtime stuff? And he said, I have to forego my nightly snuggles. I just got to go straight to bed type deal. Do my stuff, go straight to bed. Okay. I didn't choose it. I asked him if he was sure, and he said, yep. So he's like, okay, gonna do it. Well, last night we were having fun. I was playing Among Us with him. It was a lot of fun. But that time had come and gone. He had missed. And I told him. I reminded him the first couple weeks, but then I told him, hey, I'm not always gonna remind you. Do you need to set up alarms and shit like that? And he said, nope, I'm good. Okay. So I don't not remind him anymore, and he went past. And he learned the consequences of it last night. He was upset. But I think more than that, I'm hoping that he learned the lesson of, A, careful what you agree to, because looking back, he probably wouldn't agree to that consequence had he known that it was a good possibility that he would miss. And B, you need to hold yourself accountable for the shit that you do. And when you can't do something or you don't do something, there's consequences for it. And it's just wild to me that so many people will seek out other people to blame instead of just being like, yeah, you know what, it was me. I fucked up. And it's just, I don't know. I get it's like a defense mechanism of the brain, so the brain doesn't have to sit in the very cold and unsettling place of you being to blame for all your fucking problems. But boy, we need to push this idea of like self-accountability more in society. And I do think that's a liberal principle. That's the other thing we're going to do one of these days. We're going to watch a lecture on liberal principles